Thank you, my Native American sister out there, Allison Young, Allie Young. She's an actress. She walked off of, just woke up, y'all, so just, no matter tomorrow, whatever, just woke up and I happened to watch, just ate a little donuts. I'm about to eat some cereals, and then I'm going to take a shower and stuff, but I gotta talk about this. I'm mixed with Native American besides African American and Caucasian in my roots. You already know that if you watch my videos, I talk about that a lot, so people stop, what I'm saying, you gotta know who I am before you make a judgment. And one of my tribes on my dad's side, and also I have we don't know too much on the we know on my mother's side is Native American too, because my great grandfather, who besides French Creole, his mother's mother was Native American, but he never knew because that one drop of rule and blood quantum came in, but he knew his grandmother, okay, and on his mother's side, and she was Native American. On my dad's side, my grandmother was Native American on my grandfather's side, who was a dark skinned Creole. Creoles are mixed with Native American, many of them mixed with Native American, many of them mixed with Native American. So we don't know that tribe, but we knew the family members told me that his grandmother was mixed with my grandfather's paternal grandmother was mixed with French Creole and Native American in her background. But on my grandmother's side, my paternal grandmother, my dad's mother, her dad's grandfather. Remember I mentioned that my great grandfather, my grandmother's on my dad's side were mixed with English and Native American and black. And remember I mentioned my great great grandmother, she was part English and part black, like a white woman from Louisiana. Okay. Her husband was Native American. Well, he was Choctaw. Okay. So I'm one of the tribes. I'm Mr. Choctaw, and please, Vanilla, I spelled it correctly. Don't mess up if you want to claim my tribe, okay? Um, I'm offended by this because I'm glad that Alison Young, the actress, sit there and said that why they had to get white women to play Native American women, and they said they had Where's Nora Bra and Beaver Bull, whatever they were saying names like that, and they said she playing an Native American woman, white woman, and so they bronzed all, they included bronze a full blown Native American Navajo Alison Young. They made her darker. So I guess by my camera complexion, okay, because I'm dark brown skin. So anyway, so my name very well, but my camera skin. But going back to that, they got the white woman who played an American woman. She passes out. White men pour liquor on her, pour beer, whatever they pour some alcohol on her. She goes, rise up and dances, you know, and that's supposed to be signified Native Americans are getting drunk. Okay, right, a stereotype, and then that's there just referring to a woman. The men pour beer on it. You know what I'm saying? On a woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they walked out. And the one thing I'm getting tired of my white people out there, because I said my white because I mix with French and English. Um, White people, not all. I'm getting tired of liberal racism. Okay, you want to act all sensitive towards the racism that happened to African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, Asian, and American multiracial people. But you want to still hold on to that racism and try to make a joke out of it. Excuse me, what happened to people of color is not a joke. I don't care if a person of African American descent make or Hispanic, Asian, and American makes a joke out of it. They're set out. Okay, it is not a joke. Slavery is not a joke. The Holocaust. Well, you're Jewish, right? Okay, Adam Sandler, that wasn't a joke either. Once I get tired, I'm not being anti-Semitic because the Lord Savior Jesus Christ was Jewish, okay, and he was a dark Jew, okay, he was not like a European. Um, y'all sitting here wondering, no one makes jokes about the Holocaust, which because it was very horrific, okay, but you want to make jokes about slavery, you want to make jokes about Native American, the people that have been here who was my ancestors. My Native American ancestors here before a white man or a black man set foot on this doggone land. I don't believe it. I mean, I'm sorry. This is the Native American people who are Mongoloids, we don't call them, were the first people in this doggone land, and you're going to disrespect my people? No. Adam Sandler, no. And Vanilla Ice, they're saying you're not even Native American. Okay, I have to refute that because Usually, a mixed blood person, if they marry so many white people or black folks, they would not consider Native American because they one their blood quantum is. I know with the black and Native American people, it was one drop rule. But white Native Americans, white people and part Native American people were not listed as Native American because of their doggone blood quantum. Which Native American community stops in here defending the blood quantum. If you don't want genocide in your community, most Native Americans are mixed, like myself. Okay, and we don't get recognized by because their blood quantum, and you know the blood quantum was made up by white racist people who were trying to stop mixing between white people and Native Americans. So if they mix blood, Native American keep marrying a white person. They will no longer be classified as Native American. They be classified as white, and they will no longer they will not get the benefits, like the checks and all the other stuff. Maybe on the casino later on, whatever, being Native American. That's why they had the blood quantum. Okay, and the full blown Native Americans get on my nerves. Not all of them. I said some. Okay, some get on my nerves because they thinking that we're trying to take away. We the wannabes. How we wanna be when it's in our blood, in our DNA? That don't make no sense. If it's in our DNA, it's no how the heck we wanna be. Okay, my dad first told us, and yes, they were, and he was, and my great grandfather on my dad's side was not no liar because he knew his grandparents, he knew his grandfather, he knew his grandma was like a white woman. Okay, so okay, I'm going to make the story short. When my great grandfather on my dad's side, he was dark skinned with straight hair, thin lips on the white side. But Native American features, them high cheek, my grandma has it because she's a little darker than me, but she's brown skin, like a solid brown, okay? And then her dad was dark brown skin with straight, natural, no perm, no hot comb, and all that other stuff, okay? He was naturally straight. His hair was down to here, okay? And the reason why his hair was down to here, uh, my dad and her argue about that. They refused it because first he said he was to here, down here, but my grandma said it was down here. It's because not only because of the American roots, no, because when his hair neck straight and some person of African American, some Negro, should I say, I mean, be offensive, was at a party and poured acid in his hat when he put his hat down. He was at a party. And they was jealous. I guess they was jealous of that straight hair because it was not a perm or hot comb. And when he put the hair in the hair, it burned some of his hair out. So what he did, Big Daddy, as they call him, got his hair and he whipped it around his hair like a comb over, so you would not tell. Yeah, that's how he did his hair. So when he at home, he'd be down his back. And so Big Daddy was part Native American, part Choctaw, part English, and part African American. Okay, his grandma, his mother was African American. She looked light skinned on that picture, but her mother was a slave from Africa. Okay, so they say she was Ethiopian. I tell my grandma there was no Ethiopian. I heard some Ethiopian was free coming here or something like that, but they were not. So most Africans came from the western part, and Ethiopia was the eastern part of Africa. So you know what I'm saying. So I don't know where they got the idea. I guess because any African person was from some African country, they just name it. You know what I'm saying? Without giving no historical records to say this slave came from this part of the world, but part of Africa. But point is, he had when so when he died, Big Mama, his wife. I mean, tell their business, but they were all dead. Okay, her husband, my uncle, I want to say his name, my great great uncle, Big Mama's uh, brother, and her husband Big Daddy never got along. Okay, so he wanted to get revenge for all these years. So when he died, Big Daddy, without having a will, he had stuff for his nine. Well, it was nine daughters on my grandmother's side, so it was eight. Because one of them passed, got killed in a car accident when my grandmother was a little baby back in the 30s, the 1930s. So for his eight daughters to the eight since 1918 to 1936. I mean, this was eight. Okay, so it was coins of the American money and all that other stuff. He had a lot of stuff to give for because I was hoping to get one there because I mean I did not know about this. It was back in 1960 because my great grandfather died in 1968 of a heart attack. He was worked railroad. So when he died, Big Mama was scared of her brother, and so she never revealed this until he died in '88, and before she died '80, because she died December, and Big Daddy died. No, not Big Daddy. Her brother, my great uncle, died in the spring, because I was 8 years old. I don't forget. And then Big Mama died in December during Christmas time, and when I was 9 years old in 1988. So she revealed to my great aunts and my grandmother that she kept the secret because she was scared of her brother, and them two, her brother and her husband never got along. My grandma was joking they might be fighting at the gravesite right now. They be fighting at the gravesite, but he had Native American money and stuff like that, so artifacts, also to give to his daughters. So what happened was her brother, my great great uncle, sold, pawned a lot of his stuff as revenge. Okay, and that was the whole reason why I don't have none of the Native American, the Choctaw money, and all that stuff. Okay, because I mean I would worry, I would tell these full blown folks, this is not, I'm not making up stuff. This is actually true. And how I know the situation because my grandma has a loud mouth like I do, and she was telling somebody on the phone about this. Okay. Well, the people did, so I go ahead and talk to myself. My grandma, she's still living, but her mother, her father passed away, her uncle passed away. So them folks dead. So it really ain't gonna, and she's the last living of those 8 sisters. Actually 9, but it was 8 sisters. She's the last one living. Okay. So the reason I'm telling this because I would have went to school, they had a show what you had, type of stuff they had at school. I would show this is my great grandfather's money, my great grandfather. This is my great grandfather's money. Actually, it's my great grandfather because it was his grandfather's money, and we are part Native American. You know what I'm saying? There's no lie, there's no wannabes, and all that other junk. Okay, so the reason why I'm bringing this up because you know, I'm very upset about my great great uncle doing this to me, to actually all the descendants of him, because we could have, what I'm saying, as part of our history. You know how like folks have quilts, especially in the African American community, have quilts of the slaves and stuff. That's like that's like, what I'm saying. I wish somebody who had that money can give it back to me, or you know what I'm saying, because that was something precious. That's part of our roots. It's part of our heritage. You know what I'm saying? And we're not pure African people. We're partial, yes, we're part African black people, but we're also part Native American on my dad's side. On my grandmother's side, part English and part black and part Native American Choctaw. Okay, the reason why I'm saying because there's evidence that it's part of our roots. Since the government denied us to claim our multiracial roots, denied us with the one drop of black blood makes your whole rule, and then the blood quantum mess. Okay, you gotta be a certain 50%, blah blah, that trash. When there's no such thing as a blood quantum, it's such thing as part of your roots. So if you mix it, for example, if Vanilla Ice is, if they mess up his records like that, because usually yes, yeah, the census will say they're from Germany, whatever. But even us Creoles, because I mix with Creole on my grandfather's side and my mother's side, and both from my grandmother on my mother's side, my great grandmother, Badil was, we call her, she was Choctaw. No, she was Choctaw. That's my dad's side. She was dark skinned mixed with Creole. And then my great grandfather, who's still living, he's about my color, but he used to be light thin. They call him red. And he was mixed with Native American and French and black French Creole and Native American. So you know what I'm saying, and so that's my, and so that means so really that means a lot to me because there, but I'm just letting you know, us Creoles, there are Creoles who went up north who looked white people, okay, who passed for white, who say their parents from France, and they can put that on the census. So just because Vanilla Ice grandmother said she was Native American and they put German. You never know she could. Two things: the government will deny her since she was mixed blood. Okay, her mother or grandmother was mixed blood, or she had passed as white 100%, and since her family was from Germany, still her family was some type of Choctaw tribe. Okay, so I had to refute that because they lie. People lie on public records, especially if you're mixed race. They did not acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they was trying to keep the races separate from mixing so they would not Bino, well, I'm part this and part that, because you would have to say, well, you mean because it's hard to put on the census, you had to put an M, or they started putting the mulatto on Native American people when it wasn't part white at all. You know what I'm saying? But they had to put some kind of mixed category. Back then, they refused to do so. They wanted to all support white supremacy. All that one drop rule and blood quality would support white supremacy. And I want to ask this question: why did they accept the mixed blood white people, mixed blood Native American people, besides the black white Native American? But I never understood this notion, because if the white KKK did not want no race mixing, then they also would not accept people who are also partially Native American, part white, because that's another race. That's not white. You know what I'm saying? I never understood that notion. You don't want to accept mulattoes, but you know what I'm saying. But you sit here and accept those who are partially Native American, part white, because they have white classification. That's not being pure white. You know what I'm saying? Pure white means 100% European. Nothing, no Native American, no black, nothing. You don't see no other race, but only but white in your roots. That's exactly 100% Caucasian. Okay, that's what it is. If you know what I'm saying, you want to promote the purity of white race, because so funny. These folks here who preach that mess are a bunch of fools, because me and the white people who in America who are, well, white identified, should I say, they have the American roots. They one time argue with white blood Native Americans, what I'm saying, mixed blood Native Americans. I would tell them, you are racially mixed. You're not pure white. First, you say, well, that's just a long time ago. Well, don't forget, the reason why a long time ago, excuse me for language, your ass is here because what happened a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, so your parents are black. No, they're not 100% black. They're mixed. Okay, because it wasn't for the mixing and half right here, their ass would be here. It wasn't for the white man in the back of the slave days. It wasn't for the dark on the American that came in our roots. Where our asses would not be here. I mean, the cuss might tell like it is. Don't get out there stupid head thinking that somebody's pure. No mixed person cannot produce a 100% pure race person, or monoracial person, I say. Well, who lied and told you that mess? The ones that mix, it's like you put a little chocolate in the milk. When you drink the chocolate, it may look white. Put a little chocolate, it still gonna have a little chocolate taste. Trust me, when I drink coffee and I put a little cream in it, it can be dark as olive oil or brown somewhere, not too creamy-ish. But at the same time, I still feel the taste in it. Okay, so just like you know what I'm saying. So we're not pure anything. Okay, so don't that notion. We're not pure black. A pure black person has 100% African, pure Negroid African roots, not mixed with something back in the day. Because back in the day, it's destroyed all that. That's why we get a DNA test. Even though DNA tests do not show every detail of your roots, it still sometimes will show part of your roots is not pure. I'm letting you know. I don't know who lied and told y'all that we some pure blood Africans. That's a doggone lie. And I today I sit here and let you know I would never go along with that lie. That's why I checked 3 boxes. 3 boxes. Not one. This is 2 races or more or other. And if I see somebody, I will correct them. I'm not pure black. You know what I'm saying? And my camera skin will prove that mess. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying dark skinned people, they're mixed too. Okay? Because I had that in my family. I just mentioned my great grandfather on my dad's side was dark skin with that straight hair. Okay? But we're not pure black. Okay? Because a dark skinned the dark skinned person can have a dark skinned or light skinned child or a lighter skinned child due to their DNA. Even if they have dark skin mate. You get my point? So all y'all with that pure nonsense, go to the places where there are pure blooded people, and you can find some pure blood people. Leave us mixed blood folks who choose to identify who we really are and to refuse to go along with the doggone stupid trend that's not our roots. Leave us alone. Okay, that's why I had to defend Vanilla Ice on this situation, because they couldn't have messed up a rule. Yes, they can. Especially if a mixed race person who do look white will say, oh, my family from Germany. And they'll lie to the person and they'll knock that down. You know what I'm saying? Or they can say, oh, he mixed with Native American. We don't want that, you know what I'm saying? We will make him as white. So we can stop these Native Americans from mixing with the white people. That was the whole reason why they had a blood quantum in the first place. You know what I'm saying? The one drive rule was to make an impression of those with any blood African roots, any traits of African roots. Okay? It was not to teach us how to be black and proud. That's a doggone stupid notion. came out on what's it called, the black nationalists back in the 60s. They were liars. Then there was not pure black. Michael X was mixed white. You can look at what's the man who like them hot yellow brown girls? What's the man name? Josh Muhammad. He was about Malcolm, about like that man. He mixed up too, and so was Wallace Fard, who made the Nation of Islam. He like a white man, a dark haired white man. They thought he was a Mexican or part Asian. So all y'all this pure breed mess. We're not pure breed. Stop with that notion. And that's why I had to defend Vanilla Ice on this situation. That's why I'm sitting here, bring this up. I'm not saying, okay, I'm upset with the Vanilla Ice defending Adam Sandler, okay? I am very upset with that. Very upset. Because if that was me, I'm a mixed blood Native American. I would say, no, Adam Sandler, I'm upset. Yeah, I'm getting off. I'm not supporting it too. I want to say this about Netflix. Do you think I should? Because I'm also buying. I also got money with Netflix. I'm thinking about boycotting Netflix because they'll say it's a joke what they did pouring beer on the American was a white woman playing her. But say pouring beer, if it was, it could have got a mixed blood and a pure breed Native American, and pour beer on her like it's like she no human, and she go dance around and all that stuff trying to make her drunk. I'm talking about the alcoholism that goes on in Native American community. Not every Native American is alcoholic. Okay, let's get that straight. But y'all want to make a joke out of that? Okay. How about, okay, well, let me ask you a question. What if it was a white woman that Native Americans came in and poured beer on her and disrespected her like that? Y'all get upset about that. Look at these savages pouring beer on this white woman. Yeah, that's what y'all would say. Okay? That was disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I understand what it is. For example, you have rappers called niggas and stuff like that on rap videos, and these know my white Jewish people. I'm getting tired. If you don't want nobody to disrespect you about the Holocaust, don't disrespect nobody about their roots or what the racism we had to go by. And I'm not being anti-Semitic. Once again, the man on that cross was Jewish. Okay, so let's get that straight. He could create Christianity, but still, his background was Jewish. The Virgin Mary was married Jewish too, and so was his stepfather Joseph, and the rest of the others, even Peter, was all Jewish people before he changed religion in the New Covenant and New Testament. So don't sit here and talk about that I'm anti-Semitic. No, I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm just being real. One thing, when folks make jokes about the Holocaust, you got to cut them out. You got to cut them out of the what do you call it? You cut them off the television station. You also make sure they don't need to get blackballed by Hollywood and all other stuff. But when it comes to our minorities, African Americans, Hispanic, Asian, Native American people, and then you know what I'm saying, you want to put dollar signs on us, disrespectful folks. And one thing, you can call them, like these brothers call themselves niggas and all that stuff, making buffoonery and coonery out of themselves, and people thinking all of us like that. Cause I tell people, hey, don't call me no nigga. I don't like that word. I hate that word. But you know what I'm saying? So it's so funny that you want me like Adam Sandler, because I think he's a Jew. I think he is, right? He want to make fun of the Americans like that. And since you're claiming the American rules, please stop with the cooning, the Native American version of cooning, dude. That man was disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Very disrespectful. They hit the bronze people. Some of them people was already Native American already gonna be darker, and they are darker Indians. Native Americans, excuse me. But not you know what I'm saying, they're not pale like white people, that's mixed. But the American woman just said that she had to be tan, like darken her skin so they can make her look the stereotypical. They put the fake costumes and they was portraying a pageant trial. The pageant trial did not have TP, which I'm glad I learned from her. Thank you, my American sister. Thank you. Telling you. And so, and that's one thing. And one thing, I'm not with this one drop black blood, this mess, all that blood quantum in the black nationalist movement. White, I'm not winning the mess. That's why I claim I'm on the multiracial movement, and I claim my Native American roots. Okay, I am part Native American. I derive from that besides the African and the European. Because it wasn't for three races to come together, my language, my ass would not be here. Even because of that makes me upset and angry. Y'all want to play games with me. Well, no, my parents not pure black. Okay? No, my parents are not. My dad's darker than me. Mother's is caramel like myself. But they, you know what I'm saying, they not, if you went to Africa, the African people be more darker than they are. You get my point? Would we darker? We went to Africa. We went to Zambia, Benin, other countries, Zimbabwe. They'll be darker than us. So they let you know we are racially mixed. Okay, all that pure breed, pure stuff. Please stop. Y'all don't want to. It's so funny. Y'all want us to be wannabes to be pure, but I'm not want to be pure breed. I choose to be who I really am as a multiracial person, and I'm proud of it. Okay, yes, bad things happen, but like I said in my other video, uh, bad things, good. Y'all trying to take good out of bad. Okay, so you know what I'm saying. So I'm not. You know what I'm saying. It was a blessing for me to come here with all of these three roots: the European, African American, and the Native American. So I'm with the Native American community, but I was walking. I would walk out too. I probably act a fool with my bipolarism. I probably act a fool on that. Shoes. Hell, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. Y'all would walked off too. Y'all and the white the director, one of the people said, the producer said, if you ask us to go ahead and walk off, well, that's why you don't have a movie. So don't even, and then please don't get no white people on the set trying to play Native Americans. Okay, we got Native American people. You know what I'm saying? They're no different than putting black tar makeup and having some portraying black folks and blackface stuff. Okay, don't do that. Please don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make jokes on Native American struggle. Please don't do that. Don't do that. And I'm letting you know, I'm not supporting this film. And I'm thinking about breaking up my. I stopped paying a Netflix. They apologize to the American community. Cause I'm thinking about it. So y'all inbox me or either put it on a comment link. Do you think that I should stop paying Netflix? My money about to go away anyway until I get my next financial aid. But still, do you think I should stop paying Netflix? Cause I was very upset with them. If it is ice, I mean, I'm glad you claim your mood ready to watch Roots, you know what I'm saying? But please don't be a Native American version of a coon. Mixed race Native American version of a coon. Okay? Please don't. Okay? You know what I'm saying? If you truly in your Native American roots, you never support um, this film. What's it called? Ridiculous Six. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Nobody wants to watch it. That's all I gotta say. Bye. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.